Hello, hello, hello. It's that girl B out the D in her favorite place in the garden. Today, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself, and I actually have a song. I actually just think that's a good thing. Have me a song that I say, oh, it's getting to be crowded right now. But we're still gonna get this done because I have learned to work in my power. I've been running for a long, long time, so that's where my song comes from. So when you hear, you'll know just what I'm talking about. I've been on this journey for a long, long time. On, off, on, off, on, off, because for some reason, me, myself, the things that I'm the best at are the things that terrify me the most. I've learned this over the past years. Oh, I just say all my life that the things that scare me the most, I'm the best at. So I'm kind of one of those late blossomers. It means I come into my power well after I'm supposed to do it because I talk myself out of it. Like right now, I'm supposed to be live and I'm not live, and I'm going to go live, but this is just a practice run because I want to make sure I get it done and not talk myself out of it. Uh, like I said, it's a beautiful day out here, but I've been working on some inside, how'd you say that, obstacles that have been keeping me from my destiny. And that is me, myself, being in my own way. Nobody's in my way. I'm in my own way. And I tell you time and time again, it's stinking thinking that'll keep you trapped. You make yourself believe anything you want to believe in. You definitely can create your own reality. I'm proof of that. You can create your own reality. You and the universe can create your own reality. And when I say universe, I mean God and everything that pertains to God, because God is limitless. You're limitless, and He is limitless as well, because we are working with Him and co-creating. But you have to reach higher levels, and you can't just jump in. You have to start from the bottom and work your way up. So I started from the bottom line here, and most people have reached level 4 awareness of consciousness, and there's many levels, and well, somebody say 4D or 5 dimensional. Well, we all are capable of multi-dimensional consciousness. Me myself, I am fifth dimension, fifth level awareness, and most people cannot stay in fifth level for a significant period of time. It's just in and out, in and out. And I am going to tell you, I've been in the fifth dimension for quite a long time. I want to say at least a year and a half or so. And I had to work hard to get here. It's not like it was something that came overnight. I had to work hard to get here. And there's no books that you can read on it because it hasn't happened. So you're gonna have to get it from me. Yeah, all the information you're gonna have to get it from me, and it's very in depth, and I'm gonna be telling you about that. So get ready, get ready, get ready. But we're gonna start from the beginning. I need to tell you a lot about myself, and a lot about myself that I don't want to tell you. I still have to tell you, because when God puts you on a mission, there are no masks. You have to ditch the mask, and you definitely have to do what He says do. And that's the part that I had a hard time with, because I was struggling. Like, me, you picked me? Why did you pick me? You know, I always wanted to say, why me? I would not well, why me, but you know, why did you pick me out of all the people out there, all the professional people, all the people, you know, with more money and all that good stuff like that? And basically, God says, you know, you are, you're it. You are the one. You think so lowly of yourself. You are divine. You're divine feminine, and you worked hard to get here. And you've been tested, and you passed all the tests. And I have to say, I've been tested a lot. And I kept saying, oh my God, it's got to be a test. It's got to be a test. And I kept saying, you know, these tests got to be over. I've passed all these tests. And I mean, there was another test and another test. So, yeah, anybody say that God just gives you anything, like just hands it over on the silver platter, you might want to check and really did dive into their brains, because God don't work like that. I'm telling you, I'm the humblest person in the world. I work hard at being who I am. You know, I'm selfless. I give you my last dollar. I forgive like no tomorrow. That's my nature. I'm forgiving. I'm a lover. I love, which I found out I didn't know how to receive it. You know, that was kind of shocking. That was kind of shocking, because the first time I used to give and giving and giving. But the first time I felt a little, you know, ski taste, I took me like 3 days to like, what was that and where do I put it? I didn't know where to put it. I don't know. I mean, where in my body should I put it? Because my heart, you know, I like to think it was open, but it was not open for, you know, love. It was closed off. But it's so crazy because, you know, as the layers start to come off, you really feel physical things going on in your body. You don't know what it is. I mean, you just feel like, what is wrong with my heart? It's like skipping a beat. It's like fluttering. It's doing something. I'm too young for this. And then next thing you know, a peace and a calm. You're like, I don't know what that was, but you know, I feel lighter on my feet. I feel like a Muhammad Ali. You know, I can float like a butterfly, sing like a bee. And then, you know, you go on with your life, and then again, it happens again. You know, you get a little, you know, bit of love coming your way, and you're like, what is wrong? It just feels like it's like, I don't know, something squeezing it. And sometimes, I mean, if you really feeling like I want that, couple times, like I really felt it, it felt like an elephant was sitting on my chest. It's like, I couldn't, I don't know, I could still breathe, but it just feels like, oh, what is this tightness? What is going on? Like, you know, something's physically wrong with me. And no, like I said, the next, you know, day, or it don't even sometimes take a day, but if you getting a whole dose of love at one time, yeah, it take a whole couple days, because you just like physically sick. Like, what is wrong with me? Like, why am I feeling sick? I don't even know why I'm feeling sick. Like I said, I don't know where to put this. It means I don't have no room for it, because my heart was still, you know, it's still closed off. But a layer comes off and you float like a butterfly, sing like a bee. Like I said, I didn't have nowhere to put this love, so it just kind of bounced off, because, you know, you're in it from it, so you repelling it like mosquito spray, you know, repel it. But this has happened for a few times, and finally, it was. I mean, I guess it was open. I mean, it's all the chains or walls or whatever it was around it came off. So it happened again. And this time when it happened, I was just like, oh, shoot, I know where to put this. Immediately my heart was open. So, you know, was able to stick. By this time, the person I'm trying to was like, well, it took about 3 days to stick though, because I still like was, I don't know, physically like I don't know what to do with this. And then the person that was trying to, you know, give it to me, he was like, forget it. I've tried so many times. I ain't trying no more. Well, it was kind of going back and forth and back and forth. And I really do apologize because this is not something that you even know. And this is what I'm telling everybody. And this is what I'm telling people. And I tell people all the time, you need to show people love or show love. And it's time for the world to heal. Because if I'm like that and I'm a lover, then I'm a lover. I will chase you down and love you, you know? And I didn't know where to put it. I didn't have any place to put it. My heart was so closed off. So, how many people you think are out there like that? There's millions of people out there like that. Or billions of people out there like that. And you have no idea. You don't know you until you know. That's the beauty of life. Life is about a lot of lessons, and there are lessons to be learned. So, I think if you don't learn the lesson, what you call this man, he's brilliant, right? He teaches you lessons without you even knowing your lessons, learning lessons. And you have to do it yourself. It's called free will. You can't, you know, like I said, skip the process. You have to do it. You can get as much information as you want, but you still have to process it yourself. And that's the beauty of us telling somebody else. So you can, you still got to do the work. And he's not going to just give it to you because, you just starting and you want to do it and you really want to do it. You have to really put the work in, and you're going to have to do it according to him and listen to his guidance, because it's not going to come to you when you want it to come. When you're ready, and that's going to be a lot of work. You're going to have to how do you say that? I'm going to tell you the truth. Because we've been told, and we've been taught a lot of the things that are some true and not true. And don't shoot the messenger, okay? Because this is something I've been there, and I had to work through it, okay? I grew up just like everybody else in a household that believed in, the Bible and all the Bible things the Bible taught. But, that's not to say the Bible is not all true. It's just not a lot of truth that are uh, they're not in there. Stuff that's just not in there. I wouldn't say it's not true, because there's stuff that's not in there, and you wouldn't know that until you reach a higher level and you reach your higher self. Then you can know and figure out what is truth and what is not true, and what, because if a person can't speak on something, and like I said, let me just retract that, because I can't say truth, because if you never been to your higher self and you never been to the fifth dimension or the higher realms, you can't say what's true and what's not true. So when I say that, just say that there's higher awareness of truth. Okay? There's a lot that we don't know, and in order to get there, you got to work hard to get there. So that's how I'm going to put it out there, because that's really how it is. So just say the Bible is a tool, but in order to reach a higher level and actually, get closer to God, you're going to have to let some stuff go and clean that brain out and develop your own awareness of things, because you're gonna have to open your eyes to a lot of different things. And I say, like I said, I say that because I'm not just saying that because it's not something I've done. I don't say I'm living in it right now and say I'm done it like it's the past. No, I'm living in it, and I'm consciously living in it. It's not something that I got a little glimpse of it and I put it down. I am living in the fifth dimension, okay? I am a different person, a different girl with a different spirit, and I know a lot of my powers and a lot of my gifts. And I'm not saying I know everything because it's you have to work at it, and I'm definitely going to work at it because I definitely like where I am. I like where I am, and I like what I'm doing right now, and I like that my heart is open, that I'm definitely closer to God, and He definitely speaks to me and through me. And like I say, sometimes it to the regular person, it's not going to seem normal, or it's not going to seem practical or even logical. Some of the things I do and I say and I post, are like, this girl is crazy. I don't care if you think I'm crazy because I know I'm not crazy. I am highly intelligent, and I speak the truth. No, I'm not force what I say on anybody. Never have, never will. I only can tell you from my perspective and from uh, what I have been told and taught and have learned, and you can go from there. Everything that you believe it because you either heard it, read it, or it feels good or feels right, and it's up to you. If you believe what I say is true, then hitch to the wagon. If you don't, I totally won't be mad, and you can definitely let it go in one ear and out the other, and say the girl's crazy and keep it moving. Because, like I said, I don't know the Bible scripture word for word, and I don't know the Bible, like, how you say that, back to front. I've read it, and the way I've read it, interpreted, it doesn't come out the way you read it and interpreted it. So most of it to me is, I can't even tell you. When I read the Bible, it's so clear. The things that are clear, and like you say, read between the lines. I totally can read between the lines, so I cannot explain it the way you know it. I can only explain it the way I know it, and I get it. The word, it's kind of visual. When I read, it's visual, and a lot of it is totally busy work. It's busy work, and don't get mad at me like I'm just a messenger. And what I get from it, I can't explain to you. It just says those that hear my sheep know my voice, and I'm just gonna say it like that because it is over your head. You will just have to open your mind, open your heart, and read it for yourself. Read that Bible. Read it. And some of you are going to do just like I did, and you're going to read between the lines, and some of you are not. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody to get. Those that are supposed to get it will get it, and those that get it will take it to the people who want to hear it. And the people who don't want to hear it, you can't do anything about that. All you can do is just speak the word, and speak the truth, and leave it at that. But I didn't want to talk so much. Oh, and let me talk about that too. And another reason why, or the main reason why I never got into my say that sole purpose is because my throat chakra was closed. It means I could not express my innermost feelings, my thoughts. They were always there, always there. When I was wee young, I always had all the answers, but I would never, how did you say that? I would never volunteer. The teacher would call on me, and I'd practically have a panic attack when I was wee young. I mean, my throat chakra was closed. But now that I'm in my power, or getting close, I say close to it. I am getting more into my power. I have cleared my chakra. So, oh my gosh, and it took a lot. I was writing, and writing seemed to help. And I was texting. I text a lot. And crazy, when I first started texting, I wouldn't text to save my life. But you know, having a teenager, you have to adapt. I learned to text paragraphs, and I learned to text books. But finally, I decided, okay, I have to learn, find somewhere to put this. And the guy kept telling me, get into your spiritual purpose. And I kept saying, me? Spiritual purpose? Talking? Oh. But yeah, that's totally my calling. So I, I started writing. And I started writing a lot down. So I write pretty much every night. And I write every day. And some days I don't because it takes a lot out of me. You know, spiritual work is no joke. It takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot out of you to read people. I didn't know what it was, but even when I was younger, I could read people energy. I could read people. I'm saying I can't read your mind, but some people will say, and in some senses, it's kind of like I can because, you know, I do have dreams, and I have, I have different gifts. You know, I have different gifts, and we'll go into the gifts at another date because I still kind of run from some of them. Some of them, like, I don't want to see stuff, so, and I gotta get out of that because, it is what it is. God gives you gifts so you can use them, not so you can manipulate them to where you can fit them into your life. You know, if you're gonna be strange, you're gonna be strange. You're gonna be, people gonna say things about you regardless. And I really don't care what people say. At least I say that, but then I guess I cared a little more than thought, right? But anyway, we're we got a long journey, and we're just at the start of it. Just at the start of it. I've been trying this for a minute, so, and I've been talking for 22 minutes, and my mouth hasn't stopped yet. Usually about 5, 6 minutes, and I'm like, ooh, let me get off here. I'm scared and I'm jumping off, but I'm still alive. I was planning to go live, but I said, let me do a little practice run. But then again, spirit started talking, and I started going. So this one will have to be not live. The next ones will be live because what's the point of being in purpose and you don't use it? But I still didn't sing my song. I had a song to sing, and I had something to actually say, and totally didn't say what I had to say or what I wrote down to say. And that's the beauty of it, you know what I'm saying? It's not you, it's his will, not yours. So the song I have to sing when people come is A Change Gonna Come. Now y'all, I'm not no singer. I used to be in choir, so, and I know this song a little bit, but it's not even about that. Let me get a little water because we're gonna get it out. If y'all laugh, y'all laugh. I don't care. Let's go. I have to write the words down because I don't know the words like that. I was born by the river in a little tent. And oh, just like a river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. Oh, 'cause I don't know what's up there and beyond the sky. It's been a long, Long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. I go to the movies and I go downtown. Somebody keeps telling me, don't hang around. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. Oh, okay, that's not the song. What? This is something. This is what I wrote. It's like, aren't we glad a change came? We're at another crossroads, so it's time for another change. It's time for us to lay our burdens down. We've been carrying these burdens for way too long. Injustices, just being being black, driving while black, sitting while black, riding while black, thinking while black, dancing while black. It's just nothing. It's easy for us. Nothing. And I'm not saying anybody else don't have it easy. I'm talking about us right now. I'm just talking about black people right now. And we have a right to talk about black people because we are black people. Some people like to say, you always say the race card and blah, blah, blah. Unless you've been in those shoes, have some compassion because you don't know. And I'm telling you right now, it's hard. And I've been there. I've been with guns drawn to my head for no reason at all. I've had, police talk to me like I'm, crazy or less than a person. And you still have to go on. I've worked in jobs where people say anything they want, regardless of how I would feel about it, and think nothing of it. And I had to, in order to, at least I thought, live in a society where I had to pay my bills and racial injustices are just common. Because I don't even know if they even know they, injustices. They do it so often, so easily. And I'm actually here today because, I was supposed to go and fill out an application for a job. And it's what I've been doing for a long, long time. And I prayed about it and I asked the good Lord, I'm like, I'm really not happy at my job. I like what I do, I love what I do, but I don't think I can sit there and go back to the same thing and not say anything about some of the comments or what people say and do. I don't think I could do that because when I left, it was really getting hard not to. To keep my composure and keep my religion. Because I know people are clueless or just downright mean in their actions, and it's crazy. And I don't care how many times you watch the TV or you do anything, and I'm in my skin, and my struggles are not going to be your struggles. If you're not black, your struggles are not going to be my struggles. So you cannot tell me I can't have my struggles, but you should at least, you can say whatever you want to say. Say it at your house. Don't say it in front of somebody else and expect, to dehumanize them and them not saying anything, because it's crazy. And I'm so glad that this stuff has come to a head and has come to the open, because I used to suck it up, buttercup. I've heard that. My mom used to say, don't cry, I would spill milk, so I'm not crying. But I get in my car Whew. And break them. I need to. I have to go back to work the next day. So I had to stuff it down in a compartment. And I was very good at compartmentalizing. Whew. Anything that hurt me or I had to feel like I couldn't say anything or I had to repress, I compartmentalize it. Like just store that shit. I can't break down. I mean, I have to go to work. And today I said, Lord, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna get out here and step into my purpose. Excuse me. I could not go back. I refuse to go back. Excuse the tears, but you know what he said? Girl, I had your back this whole time. I've been trying to get you to move out of your own way. But you're stubborn. And now you see what happens when you're stubborn. But you did the work. You put in the time. And you just do my will. And don't worry about the money. Don't worry about it. I got you. And I said, okay. Fair enough. So here I am today. And I want to tell you, God is good all the time. Oh my God, it's a trash man, so I'm going to have to write this stuff. But there'll definitely be more. And love, light, peace. I love you. Love somebody, hug somebody today. And be out.